Greetings, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to Stock Market Technical Analysis Daily for Friday, April the 23rd, 2021. Today is expiration day. Today is the last week of, last day of the week, easier for me to say. It's still a good week to go into April. This marked the first week of the earnings in proper. We started last week with some of the banks. So far, we have had what the likes of Netflix. The move was big. The delta between before and after, but since then Netflix really has just been in range, so that hasn't panned out. So let's change that this morning. For us on here, we have a few stocks that had earnings yesterday after the market closed, and this morning before the market opened, we are going to go through those, scrutinize our opportunities, and see where we can make money trading options on this Friday end of the week on here. While I'm ready myself for that, I can say hello to Mr. Joe, Miss JLo. Glad to have you on board. All right, let's dive in. So first of all, as usual, let's take a look at SPY QQQ IWM here, the 30,000 feet view of the US equity market. I'm showing the chart of no, this is not. This is SPY. This is SPY. From TradingView, this is the 15-minute chart of it. The reason I'm showing it because there is I don't know. I didn't really. I don't like spending time reading news and following it because I don't want that to impact my trading at all, right? But yesterday, at some point, what time was it? It was exactly 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific time on here, where all the chart that we are looking at, SPY and everything else. SPY just lost 5 points in a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was a good hour. So from 416 to 411.50, and then it recovered a little bit. So that's that's a shocker. I think that there is a proposal. I'm not sure of the detail, but that's a hike in capital gain tax, and also some proposal. I think regarding the capital gain on trading crypto. So that's the leading news, if you will, in the market, regardless of whatever the news is, right? So for us, we want to feel confident about the ability to trade. That was, I mean, first for those who read the news. So where does that put SPY? This is where it puts SPY. So let's get things in perspective here. We have traded 4 days so far this week. The range has been 416 to 410.59. 416, 411. That's not bad, yeah. And in terms of direction, we haven't really had a direction, folks. Yeah, Monday we gapped down from the previous Friday is slightly, but not that much of a big move. Tuesday here on the 20th, it was okay. Wednesday, it was a full-blown green candle. So we said, oh, the previous day we SPY closed slightly below the exponential moving average 8 recent momentum, yeah. Which would have indicated a bearish trend, at least for 3 days, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. We had a series of lower lows, 2 red candles below a major support. Okay, that got our attention, and then they reversed that on Wednesday. Then yesterday, while at that very same level of 416 where we closed the previous day thereabout, all of a sudden that news came, and then volatility spiked up on everything. Volatility spike up on everything. I was trading a tiny position on I think, what was it? It's DraftKings, I believe, for next week. I started building a position on DraftKings. So when DraftKings was actually, it dropped down, those options, they were more valuable than, by a couple of cents thereabout. They were very cheap. They were like 8 cents. But they were more valuable when with the stock down than when the stock was trading at $58 something. That shows you what's going on in option. I was just smiling. So this morning, where are we starting in here in pre-market? The indexes SPY, QQQ, and IWM, they are slightly up slightly, 0.1%, 0.2% respectively for SPY and QQQ. So that's level, the level on here of this yellow line, exponential moving average 8 on my charts that I'm showing you here from TradingView. It's going to be very interesting to us. It's nobody games, because this thing can go to 416 or this thing can drop Let's say the closest resistance, the closest support on here will be clearly that green line. That's what we have those moving average on the chart. So let's see how that transpires. 416 is 4 points away from 412, where the pre-market is starting thereabouts. 408 where the EM 407.73, if you are reading to the dots on the green chart. It's 4 5 points away. So let's see. We just need stock to move in order for us to make money trading options. So that's the key on that. So let's see which direction it tells us it will be moving, and we will trade it accordingly. So here's a copycat of that chart. Yeah, the last 3 days, literally the candle, they trade the same range on QQQ, the same range. And so we are starting this morning on the lower side of that range. What looming beneath it is the green line, exponential moving average 20 at 332. Let's see. But the shape of the momentum indicator, if you will, which is the EMA 8, is no longer rising. Yeah, we can see on here over the last 4 days, it has been flattening out, if not slightly pointing down on the move yesterday. It's undecided, if you will. So that's making it a great opportunity for bulls and bears to determine which direction the stock market will be going today. And for us, we like to play arbitrage. Yeah, arbitrage meaning for us, we don't care who wins. We just want to take advantage of that move in either direction. All right, very quickly on here, IWM, the other one of the ETF. Oh my goodness, yeah. So yesterday, gapped up yesterday. Within the first few minutes, actually, this thing posted. No, it didn't quite post the high within the first 15 minutes. It went to 223. The previous day we closed on Wednesday at 222.50. It went to like 223.50 or something. I was looking like and before you know it, it actually it reversed, and then it reversed further. It was a very erratic day for this guy yesterday. So this was it, right? The first candle all the way to 223.59, and then over the next hour, 45 minutes, nothing. Came back down below. It started even trading below VWAP for a bit before actually rallying, and then when the news came at 1 p.m., everything just came down. And so let's see on here again on this indecision rather on the daily chart of IWM. In the meanwhile, what are the Bollinger Band? They're tightening up. They're tightening up. A big move is coming, folks. A big move is coming. Which direction is going to be? I do not know. I just want it to be moving clearly in either direction, because how many days has it been here? Since April the 1st. Yeah, because April the 1st, well, April the 5th, if you will. April the 1st was that Thursday before we went to Easter break, and then since we resumed, we have been in a very, very tight range. 226. Well, the last, let's say, Tuesday and Wednesday posted low of 216. So 10 points, yeah, but prior to that was nothing really. This is a long time for this thing to be in range here. So IWM, no pressure. Pick a side. We pick a side. Excellent. So that's what goes there. I will be remiss if I do not bring the other one, or the one of the rare talk about here, XOP. Yeah, this one, oil and gas exploration. The reason I'm bringing it up, because yesterday had a lot of time. Yeah, well, I did it late. The successful trade alert. We finally did it late last night. What I'm noticing on it is that the computer, our AI computer, it's bringing up a lot of all stock. So watch all stock. This is the ETF XOP. I rarely use it really, especially lately. I used to trade it before when it was like 30, and then they did the reverse split, and then because implied volatility on it is just funny. So, but there are a lot of stock that you can use on the, like, namely, I have nothing to hide here. XOM, yeah, HFC, CVX, MPC, and you know that I like Oxy, so or even Halliburton. So between those 5 to 6 stocks, trust me, over the next week we are bound to see some movement on here. This is the chart of that ETF XOP itself is bearish. It has been below VWAP at least since since beginning of April on here, where it was at 84, and since then now find itself at 76. This morning, and even yesterday it opened all the way to 72. So let's see on here if we look at the weekly on it very quickly, because we have a lot of other things to do. On the weekly, it's currently bouncing off of support at the EMA 20, the green line on here. So that's so. Is it a case of a bounce? It has done that before here once. It has done that here. So it will be interesting because if we let go, oh boy, all of those stock definitely we will be trading puts on them next week. So watch out for that. They are all into our brand new watch list that we will be trading next week. All right, so let's see. Nope, I'm assuming that the quality of the sun is good. Otherwise, I would have seen somebody alert me on that. All right, let's carry on here. So very quickly then, that's the take care of the ETF. What else is moving this morning that we can trade? Well, for us, it's earnings season. So without any further ado, we go to our FinViz. Our filters are already in place. Yeah, we do not joke around. Optionable over $20. And in this case, I'm not even looking at volume because if you want to look at everything, these are all the stock that had earnings yesterday before after market close and this morning before market open. So there are only a few that for me I want to lift up. Okay, first one is there's no particular order. This is the one that coming up here. Sketcher USA SKX. Sketcher XAX and Snap. Those are the two that we're going to take a look at here. So Snap is trading at $60 plus up plus 6%. Sketcher is trading at $49.50 up 11.21%. So let's go and see our quantitative analysis. If you don't know what our earning quantitative analysis is, well, again, shame on me. I've been doing a terrible job. So for us, why are we lifting all of those two? If you have this document, yeah, I want you to go to there is a summary at the very end that gives us the most likely stock to move on day one or day two after the earnings. So for instance, Jumia, Penn, PDD, BHC, SC, these are stock that you are to be able to circle and trade following their earnings because they have shown consistent move on there. So why am I bringing this one on here? I want to see where Snap is in there. All right, Snap, yeah, in average, plus 6% on the up direction, minus 4.8% on the down direction. It has gangster written all over it. How about SKX? SKS is here on the bullish side, and then a plus 4%, and then minus 4%. We can then go individually look at those. So let's quickly spend 2 seconds on here before deriving the trade. So SKX Skechers moves a lot. I mean, it's not a tiny stock. $40 is not tiny. Skechers. This is in alphabetical order. Yeah, so it's not so. So this is what Skechers does historically after its earnings. You see a lot of red, you see a lot of green, meaning the stock moves a lot. This stock moves a lot. So today is day one. I'm not sure if, yeah, most likely it's day one because, well, regardless, whatever it is, we're going to treat it as day one. That it had the earning last night after market close. So today is day one. So, boy, typically on here on the bullish, let's say plus 10% yesterday. But definitely, the delta here gives you the empirical move after the earnings. So the 11% plus 11% is not a surprise, right? It tends to move double digits here. So the history could have told you that. Could you have made money out of it? Yeah and nay, because knowing market makers, we are going to go into the option chain of SKX Skechers very quickly here. You're going to see that implied volatility was gazillion, very high, very high. The other one is not even funny. I looked at Snap yesterday. The implied volatility, especially after the 1 p.m. Eastern thing news, it jumped to 250%. So meaning up 6%. There was no, meaning even when you know this, because this is of value. This is of value. This year for certain traders, what would the best way? And I know somebody who does this very very nicely, Mister. Yeah, well, I will not reveal his name if you want, but that trader uses this for certain stock to actually buy the stock before earnings. So meaning in that case, that can give you a nice 10% or 11% this morning on Skechers and to go from there. So for us, we don't use it that way. The consistency that's for us, we see it's trading it after it's earning on here. So let's say In average on here, I mean, you can do the average of these numbers. All we know is that it's moving. So let's go trying to find on Skechers, and then so this is Skechers, and where's Snap? Snap should not be that far. Let's go take a look at Snap. This is Snap. Yeah. Last three earnings on day one after earning, because we know Snap had its earning yesterday after the market closed on day one, plus 11%, plus 14%, plus 12%. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but that's surely going to help us create a gangster trade to take advantage should the move be as big as this. And then don't forget, day two, day three. The trick here with Snap is that day two and day three will be next week, yeah, Monday, Tuesday. So find yourself to that at some point. Think of this data and uh, schedule a trade, or yeah, for next week as well on Snap should it move here. So it can move double digits on here. It has done that 3 out of the last 4 earnings after earnings. And notice here, for instance, I mean, at the time the stock was trading at $38, $34. So, but even last time it was trading at $56, pretty much the same level as we're trading now. It moved 14% after the earnings. Yeah. So there's a put, and with the volatility that we have in the markets right now, let's see how we can take advantage of this. So ready, folks? All right, let's go here. I mean, let's go inside of Power E Trade. For that, I need to change my screen if they will allow me. And we want to go to the option chain. So let's start with Skechers. SKX. The idea is just to get super cheap options on here in both directions, folks, and see what happens. Yeah. All right. So Skechers was trading yesterday at $44. Implied. Wow. I'm super. Oh, that's April 30th. I was like, oh, the implied volatility was not that high. Come on, Telex, you know better than that. Implied volatility, ladies and gentlemen, you can see it here on, let me show you first the constellation. So it's by date being the weekly expiration on here. So the implied volatility, the 30-day average is at 73%. Just for today, because of earnings, it's at 215%. Thank you. Have a nice day. What does this mean? This means that there is no making money if you bought these options yesterday. And let's say if you're out of the money, definitely no luck. Let's say maybe if you were in the money, but in the money they would have been expensive. Let's say maybe if you got the 46.5, and look at this spread. Some of these spread are nasty, literally. So yeah. So that's yeah. So for us on here, the stock. Let's assume the stock is trading at 50. The only Is this the only option that the strike price that they're showing? So we don't have any choice, folks. We only have the 55 on the call side. Okay, so you know me already. Stock that jumped this much. I didn't show you the full daily chart of SQX, but most likely SQX is going to open out of the way outside of the upper Bollinger Band. Yeah, let me get that on here. Skechers. The upper Bollinger Band yesterday at the close were at 44.75. We are starting at 49.49, 49.99. We like that. 49.99. No, 49.49. Come on, Alex. Okay, so when a stock starts like that, my personal bias, because it's just a little bit overstretched, I will want to trade it on the downside. And I mean, here, I mean, we have very little choice, right? The highest strike price, I don't know if, let's say I'm mistaken, but the highest strike price on the call side is 55. So we're going to take 55 on SKX. There's no taking 50. They're going to be expensive, even with the implied volatility coming down. But for the 55 calls, which is going to act literally like our hedge side on here, we are going to target it for no more than 10 cents. Between 5 and 10 cents. Yeah. Yeah, because that over 10% are out of the money. So between 5 and 10 cents, we don't want to overpay for them. But on the bearish side, on the put side, oh yeah, we are interested. We are interested. So on here, we are going to target the 45 puts. Yeah, if you are looking at them right now, as you see, you can see, oh, they were trading at $2.15B, $2.75. But I mean, that was yesterday. Implied volatility is going to come down. The stock has moved also $5 away from for almost $5. Yeah, more than $5 away from that. Exactly $5 away from that. So they're going to come down on here. So 45. Let's just give ourselves a little bit of chance here. So we're going to say 44 and a half, 45, 45 and a half puts for 10-15 cents. Yeah. So when I say between 10 and 15 cents, typically for me, I will go with the lower bound. I will put in my bid, my limit order for 10 cents. All right. So 44 and a half, 45, 45 and a half puts, and 55 calls for 10 cents on SQS. All right. I don't have time to type that in. Oh, geez. I have to because all right, let me tap that inside of the Discord. So that's at least, so bing, bing, bing. What day is it today? We are Friday. I've made money. I've made good money before on SQS earnings like this, trading the Gunster trade. Remember, I've been trading the Gunster trade for a while. for those who are new here. All right, so let's do this. Let's do that. So number uno is not even number one. It should be number two. But SKX April 23rd, and we are looking at 55 calls for 5 to 10 cents plus 44.5. Yep, that's correct. 45.5. 45.5. Yep. Call. Oh, nope, that will be put Telex. All right, for 10 to 15 cents. All right, that's what we are willing to spend on those, and we are looking forward to making money on those puts. I mean that trade is there. I mean, if this thing just rally another $5, yeah, that's fine. We'll make money on the calls. We don't mind at all. So 45 and a half, 40, 44 and a half, 45, 45 and a half puts for 10-15 cents on SKS. All right, that's trade Gunster trade number one. Gunster trade number two, the one on the Snap. Snap has a potential of moving all the way 10%, but I mean, if we are conservative, well, I mean, that's just going to help us on that. So starting at $61 as of now, and the last three times, folks, it was on the bullish side that they moved, so that's fine. So here, let's get first very cheap puts on here. I'm sharing my screen. Yep, I'm sharing my the option chain of Square, not Square, Snap. Look at this here. Yeah, I'm talking about Square because yeah, Square it's a trade that's what if Square shows a direction, I'm gonna be trading Square today because all week long it has been in range. It's down minus 1.1%. So yeah, before I forget, that's a stock that's definitely it's worth taking a look at. So the puts here are going to be super cheap on this one. I mean, implied volatility at 265%. Yeah, that's that's let's just try to see here. We see the 55. Our market makers not even putting anything under any price under. They will have a price. So Snap, we are basically going 10% up, 10% down. So 55, 56 puts for 5 cents max. Yeah, we are not messing around for 5 cents because if this thing spiked to 60 whatever, it has a lot of room to run up. The calls are the ones that are going to be expensive here, but even then we want to be smart about this. Yeah, we want to be smart about this. So we are going to start at 65-ish. Yeah, yesterday they were at 84, 89 cents. Trust me, with implied volatility at 278%, that's going to come down significantly here. So we want 65-ish. Stock is already trading at 61, maybe tough. 66, 67, matching that 10%, and we want to get these ones, oh boy, 10 to 15 cents. If we can seal them very early at that rate, we can really feel good about ourselves. If not, I mean, we will trade it directionally for above VWAP posting higher highs or below VWAP posting lower lows. So I mean, all right. So I'm entering that one inside of Discord. So Snap, April 23rd. And as you saw, I mean, you can set up your trade for expiration on April the 30th as well, right? So but I like to take advantage. Usually I will have both trade if, let's say, the direction declare itself. I just like to take advantage of some cheaper options on here. Though with the implied volatility, starting implied volatility, it's tough here to figure out which one are going to be cheaper. The one for next week where we are paying for time, or the one for today where the implied volatility has been jacked up. So, okay, so snap 55, 56 puts for 5 cents plus the difficult side to fill, which will be the 65, the 60, or the 66, or the 67 calls for, jeez, yeah, 10-15 cents. I mean, if we can steal this for less than 15 cents, that would be fantastic. So that will be my starting limit order under. So 65, 66, 67 calls for 10-15 cents, and for the put side, 55, 56 put for 5 cents. All right, that is it, folks. I have 7 minutes to reset my mind, prepare myself. I don't see the channel where you put the gangster trade. Okay. She doesn't see the channel where I put the gangster trade. All right. Could you restart, Miss Festus? I'm not sure if you could restart your Discord. I don't even see. I don't see you. Let's see. It's in alphabetical order. I don't even see you log into Discord. So unless my yeah, let me look into that. But if you could restart, because some traders sometimes, yeah, for whatever reason, Discord, the server will. I don't even see you. Your name starts with F, right? So meaning you have that same login as here as in there. I don't see you. That shouldn't be the case. So not sure. Not sure. So restart and let me know what happened. Okay, folks. Thank you for your time. So we are trading Snap, SKX Sketchers, and definitely keeping a keen eye on Square as well. Thank you. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week. Bye bye.